Surely you've seen the airline commercial that poses the question, want to get away? Well, we found a peaceful, pristine getaway that's surrounded by natural beauty, and it's in a remote location not that far from Nashville. It's also a dream come true for a former executive in the corporate world of hospitality.
Growing up in the north, I call it a hollow, but my neighbors, when I first purchased it, reminded me that I'm in the south, and it's actually a holler, but I still call it a hollow.
Since 2014, David Yakes has been proud overseer of Butterfly Hollow. Here in a storybook setting on 85 secluded acres of Smith County. It has what you might call a combination of simple charm, casual elegance, and natural inspiration.
The home is a 1899 farm home, 125 years old, and it was restored from a couple that we purchased it from in 2014. And they did a wonderful job restoring the home, bringing it back to life and the property. And we purchased it and transformed it into a year-round, 3-room bed and breakfast and small wedding venue.
The wood interior of the home is poplar and cedar, all harvested right here on the property.
So I always joke, if we can figure out a way for wood to talk, we'd have days of stories to listen to. So the rooms are named after the 3 kids. Our first floor room, which is probably the most popular room, is Layton's porch. What makes it popular is it has its own screened-in porch. It gives a little opportunity to have your own space and enjoy the property by yourself. We have 2 rooms upstairs. One is Alexander's attic, which is the oldest child, and then we have Christopher's treehouse, and it's the room over the kitchen, overlooking the family room or the sitting room, kind of give you that treehouse feel. Each room has their own bathroom, 1 queen bed, so we can accommodate 2 guests per room.
In 2017, David added a new cabin to the property, separate from the main house. It's designed for visitors looking for a roomier vacation home away from home.
It is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath log cabin to allow people who want that vacation rental experience to come and have their own space, do their own cooking, bring a friend or another couple with them or family members and enjoy Butterfly Hollow, have their own piece of serenity on the backside of the property. And what makes it unique is the logs are actually made out of concrete.
By the way, David's wife, Beth Ann, is a full-time physician at Vanderbilt Hospital. So needless to say, this guy wears quite a variety of hats.
The behind the scenes, the sales and marketing, the shopping for food, fixing an electrical outlet on top of cooking breakfast, having weddings, cleaning rooms, and then occasionally sitting on one of these chairs and just taking all this in and remembering this is a stress-free environment.
Of course, during warm weather months at Butterfly Hollow, you'll find an abundance of the B&B's namesakes.
They appear every year towards the end of May, early June. They come in groves and then they kind of die off a little, reduce in numbers. And then we get another, what I like to call a second hatching, a reoccurrence about mid-July. Of course, we're entering now the vegetable garden, what I like to refer to as my farm-to-table version, to where we have tomatoes, corn, zucchini, squash, all used for breakfast or when they're in overabundance, they're given away as parting gifts.
Speaking of food, David's got hungry guests waiting for breakfast. And the culinary work is one of those hats he wears well.
A little ham and cheese omelet this morning. This morning was just a good all-American breakfast. Ham and cheese omelet, hash browns, of course bacon to make it all healthy, and then the fruit. We had a combination of fresh fruit and a yogurt parfait breakfast, all-American. I always like to say I'm either Denny's or IHOP or Cracker Barrel on steroids. So we don't do fancy breakfasts, but I'm from the north, so we have to have a little meat and potato.
It's cheesy.
This gazebo is a popular attraction for many visitors. You see, they're the ones who come all the way to Butterfly Hollow to tie the knot.
I underestimated the demand on small, intimate outdoor weddings. We do a lot of elopements where they stay as guests that night. They get married during the day and will spend the night and leave as husband and wife. And we have a variety of packages if you just want to show up and say, I do. Or you can spend a night or two and have 30 of your closest family members and friends here, and we'll do the ceremony and dinner in our open-air barn that sits behind me.
Whether they come for a romantic escape, with or without the wedding, or just a peaceful getaway, Butterfly Hollow has received rave reviews from visitors.
Every day is different. I mean, that's pretty cliche, but because of the amount of people that I do see, whether it's bed and breakfast guests, whether it's wedding guests, from all over the country and even international, a day doesn't go by that you don't meet someone new or create a new friendship.
It's a far cry from the hectic world of corporate hospitality, but David Yates has never looked back, not since acquiring his own welcoming wooded sanctuary to share with guests and, of course, the butterflies.